Hey, here we go.
Here
Final
we,
episode, Wolfe Pack
here we go.
2020.
Here we
What
go.
a
How
what
are
a
you, mate?
ride. Man, I'm going well. How are you?
It's been a ride. Yeah, look. It's been a big day actually. We're farms firing down here, as you know.
Hmm.
Of course, you were down this week. Berries are growing, things are needing picked. So I'm just looking a bit tired, but that's okay. It's all because I've been doing real work. So
We're all a bit tired. It's getting that time of year. I'd like
um,
to let everyone know in a secret that every time we play that theme, I sit here and do all this jazz infused soloing over the top until the very last second, and then I just put the guitar down and go, "G'day." So
well, I I
anyway,
um I normally share the live stream while we do that
I'm
intro,
sort of singing.
but 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 tonight I didn't because I actually kicked my chair over and nearly fell over. So we're off to a great start. So,
Really good,
um,
really good. Man, big
guys,
show tonight. We've got Brad Cox joining us, and we've also got another very special guest joining us from
busy.
overseas.
Yeah, busy.
So
Very busy this time of year.
it's gonna be good.
It's great. Look, I just before we start, thank you for everyone who's been joining us this year. We've got a big show ahead tonight. A lot to get through. Um, Last one of the year. We want to let you know Wolfe Pack is going to return next year. It probably won't be on a Friday night, but we
Yeah,
think
we hope that we're going to be back to touring and being in different venues and actually playing to you in real life, different parts of the country on Friday nights. That's our hope for next year. So probably a different night and a few format changes and things, but we'll keep you all posted on that. And and it's been a great thing to do this year, and we bloody really appreciate you guys every week for tuning in. It's been a very cool thing for us.
it
So
has been. It
yeah,
has been. So
so
welcome.
might get into it, eh, mate?
Get it?
What do
Yeah,
you
hit the
reckon?
share button. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Leave a comment. It's Christmas time. We're playing a Christmas song. Oh my
We
god.
are
Okay, so let's have some fun. All right,
we
you're
are now.
starting.
Yeah, the story behind this one. So later on tonight, I'm going to do a Christmas song that is it's a Neil Diamond version of a Christmas song. So our late dad, loved his Neil Diamond, and the Neil
Yeah.
Diamond Christmas album was a real staple in our house. And so anyway, I was thinking about that, and that got me thinking about another Neil Diamond album that Dad used to listen to called Tennessee Moon, when old Neil did a bit of went in a bit of a country phase, old Neil, and I hadn't heard it, since I was a kid. And anyway, I thought I'd revisit it on my way back from rehearsal yesterday. And I just like this song, so I'm going to play it and we're going to try and remember the words for you. Hollywood don't do what it once could do. I used to wake up and write me a song before noon. So I packed my dusty bags one night and grabbed my old guitar, and I caught a red-eye flight in search of a dream underneath the Tennessee moon. I fell in love to an old Hank Williams tune, and I wonder, is it the same moon Hank played under? I touched down and she stole my heart right away. Started thinking for the first time I might stay. And when I heard that lonesome whistle moan, I knew I finally found my way back home. In search of a dream underneath the Tennessee moon, I fell in love to an old Hank Williams tune. Makes me wonder, is it the same moon Hank stood under when he sang about jambalaya and being lonesome enough to cry. And I can hear the echoes in the sound of his guitar, and his words still paint a picture in my heart. Yeah, in search of a dream underneath the Tennessee moon, I fell in love to an old Hank Williams tune. I was in search of a dream underneath the Tennessee moon. I fell in love to an old Hank Williams tune. Live fade out. So
I was like, are you going to do a fade out?
it occurred to me as I was playing, like, I don't know how to end this. It's just one of those songs that you can only end in a fade out. So there we go.
Very cool. Very cool. It's a nice start. Nice start to the big night.
Thank you. Good song. Good song. And a great album. I encourage people to check that out. Neil Diamond, Tennessee Moon. Neil Gone Country. It's quite good. It's quite good. So anyway,
it's very cool.
Enough of Neil Diamond. Let's talk Brad Cox.
Great guy. Big year for Brad. Big year for Brad. We caught up with Brad before tonight. But, yeah, we've had some good nights with Brad. I remember stumbling around, stealing cigarettes off Brad at the front of the after party for the Golden Guitars last year. So let's touch base.
Let's hear about it.
Let's hear all about it. Yeah.
All right. He was ripped feet first from the belly of the Kosciuszko Mountains, stubby in hand, baptised in the freezing headwaters of the Snowy River. It is the one, the only Brad Cox. Mate, how are you?
Yo, good. We finally made it happen.
Yes. Man. That is so cool. He was ripped headfirst with the stubby in hand. Speaking of stubby, cheers. Cheers, boys. Yeah, cheers, Coxie. Cheers, eh?
Friday. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, that is quite a bio, that one. I enjoy that. That's we need to up our bio game after reading that one, I think.
How are you, mate? You going well?
I wrote that years ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, good. Cruising, mate. Cruising back up in Rocky. Finally, we just moved up here, or moving up here. I was just saying to Nick, it's hot. I was sweating my ring out on the mower today, and I had to jump in the dam because everything was sticking to me.
That's good though, mate. So Queensland's not originally home though, is it? As we just heard. What you're a Victorian boy, yeah?
No, it's New South Wales, mate. We're probably only 50 k's as the crow flies from the border.
Sure.
But yeah, down in Jindabyne in the New South Wales Snowy Mountains near Perisher and Thredbo, the ski towns. A bit of a different climate to Rockhampton, where we've decided to reside for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. I was going to say,
very different climate.
Yeah, you've got a hard few months ahead of you, mate. I think.
I lived in the Territory for a few years. I sweat myself skinny once, so I reckon I'll be able to do it again.
Cool. Well, I'll come up with you. That'll be good. I want to go back to the very start when we first ever met. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but this was, I want to say 2016, maybe 2017. We were playing at the Man from Snowy River Festival, and we'd gone and done our sound check, as you do. And we said to the organisers, they said, go to the pub. There's a band on. There's decent palmy. So we went and got a beer and a palmy, and we went out into the beer garden, and you were playing with the boys who you now continue to play with. And I remember we hadn't heard of you, and we walked into the beer garden, and I think you were playing as we walked in. I got a feeling you were playing Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. And I remember having a schooner going like, and you had this big hat on, and I was like, wow, this is cool. But what impressed me the most is on stage you had a bottle of, green ginger wine Stones with you on stage. I thought, I don't know who this guy is, but
it sounded really so good. It sounded so good. And I thought that must have been the secret. So after we had our meal and we're heading back to the gig, I went to the bottle shop and got a bottle of Stones myself, and in the hope that my voice would be, transformed, but didn't quite work. But I'm glad it works for you, mate. So that was where we first saw you, and it's all happened since. Star Maker, everything. So
yeah. I actually do. I do remember that playing that cover gig. The Publican actually, we played like a 3-hour cover gig or something. The Publican came out, I think, while you guys were playing the show in the festival that night, and was like, "Oh, we'll double your cash if you play again." And I was a bit like, "Oh, dude, I'm spent. It's not happening." And all the boys were like, "Oh, gosh, he could use the cash." I was like, "Oh, get us another case of rum and a bottle of Stones, and we'll keep going for a few hours."
You know, the Stones. Do you normally drink that? Is that what you normally use a bit for your voice?
No, I just really like it.
Just a big fan. Hold that
Do
there.
you know
hold that there.
Stones original.
Stones original. Wow,
that's
is
commitment.
Fantastic.
That's fantastic.
Now, do you know? I don't know if
it.
you know this, but we've done some shows with Angry Anderson, and the way Angry sings "Bad Boy for Love" is he rocks up backstage and he has a bottle of Stones and he just starts speaking. So that's how he does it. But
I haven't. I've seen him play once, but we played at the Home Tavern in Wagga a few years ago, and the Publican was like the only band I've ever known that has 4 bottles of Stones on their ride. It was Angry Anderson. And I was like, "Oh, there you go." So that was the only time I'd heard about that. Yeah,
mate, been a big year especially in a year that's been pretty awful for musicians. You've definitely made the most of it. You've put out an album. You released a couple of absolute bangers of songs. And what I think is even really cool is you have been able to tour acoustically and do a bunch of COVID-safe shows. How's it been for you, man? Like, obviously, you've actually been able to sort of ride out the last few months, touring around Queensland and stuff. And how's that experience sort of been, especially doing COVID-safe shows?
Well,
I never thought that'd be a sentence we'd ever say, but yeah.
yeah. Well, look, the first few months, probably the first month, I had the shits. Probably the same as you boys.
Yep.
Spent far too much time playing PlayStation and smoking hooter. And then I actually went back to work. I went back to work for a little while because I didn't touch a guitar for months. I was like, I got real down and out about it, and I went back to work for a couple of months, and I kind of probably needed that time to stop having the shits with the world and go, okay, well, it is what it is. There's no one to blame. You know, kind of regroup a bit, and then got up to Townsville, and went righto. Well, what can we do? I didn't really want to cancel shows, which obviously everyone had to, but, went out on a limb and kind of took a calculated guess on what we thought we could do. And I literally just think it was luck with us. We were meant to do New South Wales, then Queensland, and we ended up postponing New South Wales because the borders were shutting again. And got up to Queensland, and the timing just really worked out. And I tell you what, the first week of shows we did maybe 6 shows in 3 days, 2 a night, and I was fucked. After not playing a gig.
Yeah. After not playing
a gig
for
in
months.
So long. Yeah, doing the double ups, and hardly even having a night in bed after 10 o'clock. Getting home at 2 o'clock. Sammy and I were both like, oh god, how do we get back into the swing of this? Mate, but it was really cool. It's a really different thing, like there's a lot of fans that were so keen to get out there, as you guys would know, starting to do the same kind of thing down there. And I think people were stoked because, like, my whole perception of putting that band together years ago was, a lot like you guys. I think we're probably a couple of the only acts that look like we really enjoy ourselves on stage.
Well,
and I don't mean that in a bad way. Yeah, but I don't mean that in a bad way. I just found that there was a bit of a gap in the market because there's so many great players and songwriters and bands. But I watched lots of alternative acts, and they just had the room vibing, and I was like, I really wanted to create that with country music. And I can't remember where I was going with that. Anyway, that's where I was going. So the audience. Like, I'd never did this. As soon as I put the band together, other than a song or two on a radio station, I never did the acoustic thing. So I think once the word got around, like, that I was talking shit and playing an acoustic guitar, the fans actually really enjoyed it, and they probably wouldn't have seen me. I always wanted to do an acoustic tour, but it probably wouldn't have been for another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So kind of, it was almost like a imperfect, cadence to what could happen, because I was playing these shows and it was a really different side to seeing Brad Cox live.
Totally.
People were talking about it and buying all the t-shirts and getting really excited about it. So it was really hard to adapt to, and I made a big joke about that because I'm not a very good guitar player. I said on, so I was like, I do a lot of pretending and a little bit of playing. But yeah, being out there, by yourself, I had to get used to that again. And mate, I really enjoyed it. It was it was so different, and I felt almost guilty because the boys are picking tomatoes and delivering flowers and working at Coles, and my tour manager's delivering for Coles, and I felt guilty that I could go and do what we do all the time together. But anyway, I justified it. But anyone would have done the same thing in my situation,
And he's spot on. Tough year.
He is.
Tough year,
Weird
but
year.
weird year. But it's starting to come back. A little bit of an outbreak.
As you were saying that, I was remembering my great picking career throughout this year, which was great. So
Yeah. Oh, well, you got to do what you got to do, don't you? So,
mate, you got a song for us?
Well, I do.
What do you got for? Because I've actually got another one in the tank.
I can do one. You have a spell. You've got to.
Okay. Yeah.
I
don't know what I did there, but that's not what I meant to do. But anyway,
I'm gonna do a Christmas song. Now, as far as Christmas songs go, I think this is probably one of the better ones. Don't normally do Christmas songs, but it's Chuck Berry, so I think it sort of slides through. So this is Run, Run, Rudolph. In charge of all the reindeer, you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, Randolph ain't too far behind. Oh, run, run, Rudolph, said I gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Oh, run, run, Rudolph, I'm feeling like a merry-go-round. Santa said, boy, child, what have you been longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. Then away went Rudolph, whizzing like a shooting star. Oh, run, run, Rudolph, saying I gotta make it to town. Oh, Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Oh, run, run, Rudolph, I'm feeling like a merry-go-round. Santa said, girl child, what you please most get? A little baby doll that can cry, sleep, drinking wet. Then away went Rudolph like a saber jet. Run, run, Rudolph, saying I gotta make it to town. I'm saying to make him hurry till he can take the freeway down. Oh, run, run, Rudolph, feeling like a merry-go-round. One more time. Say, run, run, Rudolph, saying I gotta make it to town. Saying to make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Oh, run, run, Rudolph, feeling like a merry-go-round. Oh.
Wow, what am I doing? I'm pressing all those wrong buttons.
Do you know how to do this?
Well done.
Oh, Chuck, man. I really wanted to get Scotty, who's been playing keys with us lately. I asked Scotty if he was free tonight because I was going to get him to play the keys just so I could do things like do all the Chuck little litter.
Nice.
Anyway, I'll do the classic. But Scotty wasn't free, so you were stuck with me.
I'm just so glad we could hear you play those licks. So,
mate.
Yeah.
Guitar players.
It's been the highlight of my guitar career, that's for sure. So, let's hear some more from Brad Cox. So, mate, your album, My Mind's Projection, came out recently. It's been very well received, and can you tell us a bit about that title and what is your mind's projection, basically?
Well, the title was just taken over as just the title track. It wasn't actually like built around that title or anything like that. But the main reason I called it that was just because I thought that was, if you saw Brad Cox, My Mind's Projection, it was really intriguing to listen to. That particular song I wrote when I was on tour with Adam Eggersley and Brooke McClymont a few years ago, and we're over in WA. We just played shows all the way across Victoria and South Australia, not many across the Nullarbor, but drove the Nullarbor played in WA, and then we had one show to play a week later in Cobar, and they had Tiggy and his mum and dad, and they were just going to poke back across, and I was under the impression, seen the Nullarbor once, seen it 100 times, so I got in the car at 2:00 on a Monday morning, and I drove, and I pulled up halfway across the Nullarbor after about 20 hours of driving to have a sleep, rolled out the swag, and I forgot it was really cold in the middle of winter, in the middle of the desert. And what actually happened is it was probably midnight or 2 a.m. I actually had to have a shit, so I got out of the swag, went and did that, and I got back in the swag, and I just couldn't get warm again, so I put the swag back in the car and kept driving and never stopped till I got to Wagga. So I pretty much did Perth to Wagga without stopping other than for an hour and a half. And
wow.
I started, it was dead, super dangerous, super dumb. I'll never do it again, but I started hallucinating like you'd never believe. And
wow.
And that's what the song's about. Like I saw this weird stuff, like a hand just crawling over the roof of the car, and
jeez,
wow,
the road turned into like timber floorboards. There was concrete silos, which you probably know, like big grain silos, but like hundreds and hundreds of them for kilometers, just lining the road and all this. Wow. Anyway, dude, as I said, super dangerous. Don't recommend it. Probably never do it again. But it was actually a really kind of euphoric experience. I just read a book from a sleep scientist, so I actually kind of knew what was happening. I was basically dreaming while I was awake because I never went to sleep, and I kind of understood what was happening, which made me keep going and be hyper aware of not crashing the car, but also like experiencing and trying to figure out what all the shit I was seeing was. As I said, super dumb, but really, really one of the most amazing experiences of my life. Yeah.
Wow, that is so cool. That is.
Anyway, I mean, so that's the title track. You want to hear about the other 10 songs?
That's so cool. Brad just text then actually, and he says, "Hey to everybody." And he said, "A good yarn." I said, "Man, this story is so mind-blowing." So, anyway, that's really crazy.
Well, this is a very appropriate song for this time of year, and I think it was inspired, on that drive. Probably not whilst that drive was happening, but, as a thought. As a thought. This is Brad doing a bit of drinking season. Here we go.
Topped off, radio's on, singing every word to a summertime song. A sunset setting, that sky on fire, hotter than the hinges on the Devil's Gate. Me and all my buddies raising hell on the lake, and them girls couldn't get any finer. We've been waiting all winter for that cold to get gone. We can finally pop a top on drinking season. Turn a long neck up, drinking season. Yeah, we can't get enough, don't need a reason. Just a couple of bucks to grab a six-pack, throw 'em back, fire it up. Celebrate the first day of drinking season. Johnny's got a beer box on his head, acting a fool, doing his best to get any pretty girl out here dancing with him. Katie's looking good in her jeans. I might be wrong, looks like she's looking at me. I don't swim, but tonight I'm jumping in. It's drinking season, turn a long neck up, drinking season. Yeah, we can't get enough, don't need a reason. Just a couple of bucks to grab a six-pack, throw 'em back, fire it up, celebrate the first day of drinking season. We've been waiting all winter for that cold to get gone, so we can finally pop a top on. Drinking season, drinking season, drinking season. Turn the long neck up, drinking season. Can't get enough, don't need a reason. A couple of bucks to grab a six-pack, throw 'em back, fire it up, celebrate the first day of drinking season. Drinking season. It's drinking season.
So, mate, end of the year,
Well,
what is the
Big,
sort of
I
plan?
want to say big congratulations on your Golden Guitar nominations, mate.
yeah.
Song of the Year, Vocal Collab of the Year, and hope you don't win this one, Single of the Year, because
Yeah.
we've got our eyes on that one. But
Yeah.
congrats, mate. Have you got?
Perfect.
Have you won one yet?
No. It's I've had a few noms, but yeah, got a couple this year. I actually didn't have much in the time period this year.
Yep.
But yeah, Give Me Tonight was song and single, and yeah, the Remedy we did with Adam Eckersley, which is awesome. That's probably my favourite song on the new record. Adam's such a great mate of mine. We've pretty much lived at him and Brooke's house for while we've been gypsying around the place with nowhere to live. So yeah, Golden Gats in January. I don't know what the go is. I don't know whether we're going, whether we're not, whether.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know either. I
Well,
kind of hope.
I think that was the last time I saw you, actually, at the after party,
Yeah.
yeah, you saw me. I didn't see you.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think it was you. I don't know.
I think I remember stealing cigarette. I was stealing cigarettes from the outside, which is generally a pretty good sign that I really need to go to bed. So, no, that's wonderful, mate.
Yeah.
End of the year, what sort of plan going into 2021 for you? What are you sort of working towards?
Well, the end of this year is I've got that one show on the 12th, and other than that, I'll be fishing, drinking beer, and fishing.
That's really good.
Nice.
Jeremy
Have
Moreau
you got
lives
any-
up here, who I've got to know quite well, and he is a fisherman, and he owns the boats, and I've got the jet ski, and we're going to be first best friends. He doesn't know it yet. I told him the other day. I'll just keep reminding him.
Sure.
And
I was going to
then,
say, do you have any sort of fishing spots up there yet, or not really?
No, I haven't
suppose
even, mate. I only looked at the water from having a schooner the other day. I haven't done. My boat's coming up with Mum and Dad in a few weeks, so as soon as it gets here, I'll be straight out to the islands for a look around.
Yeah. Well, down here in Tassie at the moment, we've got the fish farms in our river, in our big Derwent River, and 50,000 Atlantic salmon have escaped. So if you try and even get onto a boat ramp in the Derwent River in Tassie at the moment, you can't and there's literally every man and his dog out there, and they're catching Atlantic salmon. And like,
If there was ever a powerfish video to be made, I think he should fly here immediately and capitalise on this moment. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I did read I'll watch a little news clip of that fish farm fire or whatever, and there was one bloke there, I got 12 fish in an hour, and one bloke says, like, I've been here for 2 hours and I can't pick up a thing.
It's funny. Yeah. Mate, congratulations. Can I just say, since seeing you in that little pub in the beer garden, from seeing you there doing a covers gig to the success you've got now, mate, I think it's well and truly deserved, and it's great to see you doing great things and going so well. And I really hope you snag a GG in January, just not single of the year because we want that one. But yeah, no, really wish you all the success, mate, and just cheers, eh? Thanks for doing this, Coxie.
Thanks,
Bloody
mate.
legend.
I appreciate it. I did
Cheers,
ring
mate.
you. I did ring you, Tom, about that that video clip. I think I haven't told you, Nick, but love it. Absolutely love it. I
Oh,
laughed a few
yeah.
times with the video games. As I said, what I was doing before, I'd never played PlayStation before COVID, and I told you about that earlier. I was watching it, just pissing myself laughing. I love it.
I know. I've only really got, I used to, when we were little kids, we played video games, but I've gotten riding the Xbox train since COVID as well. So it's been a good journey catching up with, games of the last, 10, 15 years, I suppose. So
I still haven't got into the video game world. Maybe
we'll get you. We'll get you into them.
My life goal, Coxie, is I don't want to be up. The day the Wolfe Brothers are in America and we have a tour bus, that's the day I'll go out and I'll go, right, give me the best. Give me the best. I don't know what to buy. Give me the PlayStation. Give me all this. No. Yeah, we'll get there.
Big thanks to Brad for joining us tonight. We it took a bit of getting together, but we finally made it happen.
It did.
So big appreciation there, mate.
Yeah, good on you, Brad. And big love to you and Sammy up there and Rocky now. And I hope you have a great Christmas. And great to have him on. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool stuff.
Now the video he was talking about is this one, and we're having a bit of a competition around this at the moment.
We are. Yeah.
So you may have seen it on Facebook, but basically, what you need to do is watch this video on YouTube. Tell us how many blue beer cans appear in the video. Clue, there's the 2 real ones. They're the only 2 real ones. The rest are animated. You've got to go through and count them all. And then you've got to share it on your Facebook. So share the YouTube link on your Facebook. And in that post, make sure you tag us so we see it. Otherwise, we won't even know you did it. And tell us how many beer cans, and away we go. And then you could win some Any Berry Ever jam.
You can. We've got 5 jars, homemade, homegrown, wolf jam, raspberry jam. We don't have these for sale. We would like to put them for sale down the track, but there's definitely no plans to be doing this soon. So if you want to get them, I'm going to give out 5. That's all I got left. See, I've been painting today. Look at that. I'm going to give out 5. So that's how you enter. So let's do it. And I just saw Rachel Riley said video games peaked at Super Nintendo stage. I agree with that.
It's very good titles on Super Nintendo.
Very good titles.
Tom and I are massive Donkey Kong Country 2 fans. That
we
was
were.
hard to top that one. Now, mate, speaking of Donkey Kong Country 2, it was one of those Christmases many years ago where I believe Donkey Kong Country 2 was delivered by this man himself.
Yeah, it was.
And he came down from the North Pole, brought the reindeers down to the farm, and landed on the roof, and he delivered
came down this chimney.
that Nintendo. And,
came down that chimney. The
he
chimney
did.
there. Yeah.
So he's taken some time out. Obviously, the guy is slammed this time of year, but we managed to time down for a bit of a chat. So let's hear from them, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Santa Claus.
This is exciting. This man, he knows if you've been naughty. He knows if you've been nice. He knows when you're sleeping.
He's very, very busy this time of year, and he's taken a little bit of time out of his schedule to talk to us on Wolfe Pack. So we're very grateful, guys. This is a real honour. He's been a big hero of ours over the years. This guy, it's the one, the only Santa Claus, mate.
Well, hello, Tom and Nick. How are you?
Oh, we're great, thank you, Santa.
I remember you boys back when you were kids that you wanted a bunny rabbit. Now, I remember that bunny rabbit bit you, and now it's running around the farm causing all sorts of havoc, I do believe.
That is true.
That is true.
And the other gift you really wanted as a child and kids was cricket set. You got a full cricket set with the box, the gloves, the helmets, the whole thing. I remember that. And the smile on your face this Christmas morning was fantastic.
That
was a highlight of our lives, that cricket set, mate. We really loved that. It was unreal. Yeah.
Thank you,
I'm
Santa.
glad you enjoyed it.
So, Santa, how are you holding up? Busy time of year for you this year. Obviously, you're joining from the North Pole, getting things ready. What's the what's the plan? Like, does COVID affect you this year, Santa, or are you okay to go and do your thing?
Well, no, because we're on the North Pole, we're isolated. It's pretty good up there. All the elves are still doing their thing. Mrs. Claus is keeping an eye on them while I go to the shopping centres to say hello to all the boys and girls.
Sure.
So
Nice.
the toys are still getting pumped out of the North Pole. We haven't had any COVID there, so we're very lucky. But I do promise
fantastic.
parents, when I do go to their house this year, I will disinfect before I leave. I'll drop the presents off, and then I'll disinfect the house before I go.
Oh,
Sure.
excellent.
Cool.
Gee,
Very
that's very good of you.
Yes.
And
Very
no,
good
you won't have
Santa.
any worries. Won't have any worries with border closures and you know,
Oh, I'm
hard
Santa Claus,
shutdowns.
mate. They
Yeah,
don't
well,
stop Santa.
that's fair.
I'm Santa.
That is
Santa
fair,
Claus
mate.
can go all over the world. I have permission to go, and I have magic dust, so that just gets me anywhere. So
Oh,
Gets you in.
fantastic.
It's all
That's
good.
good.
Sure. So,
I'm glad.
Santa,
I'm glad.
yes,
people are watching. What should we leave out? Like growing up as kids, we'd leave out a few carrots for the reindeers. We'd leave out maybe a milk. As we got older, though, we would start leaving out a beer. Like if I was to leave you out a Cascade Lager, is that something you'd appreciate?
Well, look, Santa must eat or drink whatever is left out for him. So whatever you leave out, I will eat or drink. But for all the little boys and girls that are watching, I do enjoy a milk and a cookie. And of course, the reindeers love carrots, but they also like the oats, the special reindeer food that you make them at school, which has got the oats and the glitter and all that sort of stuff. But you must leave them some water because it gets stuck in their throats.
Sure.
Right,
Sure.
right,
Okay.
nice.
Okay. This is
How
helpful.
is the reindeer team?
The reindeer team are very well. Rudolph has always been naughty, and that's why I ask you to leave a carrot, because I give Rudolph the carrot. That keeps him busy while I go and put the presents under the tree. And if I don't do that, he's going to trash your house. So I have to get him
Sure.
a carrot. That keeps him busy, and I go and put the presents under your tree.
Sure.
Good
Sure.
to know.
Okay.
Good to
makes,
know.
Makes total sense. Now, Santa,
Yes.
have to ask out of Nick and I, who do you think's been naughty and who's been nice this year?
Oh, I tell you what, you're both pushing the edge there. You've been doing some marvelous things I've noticed on the farm, young Tom. So that's a marvelous to do that. But young Nick, you've been doing an amazing job as well. So I think you're both pretty even at the moment, to be honest with you.
Okay.
You're both on my good list.
good.
There is no such thing as a naughty list. A lot of people say, "Oh, there's a naughty list." There isn't a naughty list. Everyone's on the good list. It just depends on what sort of presents you get. You might get a good present.
Okay.
You might get a bad present. But
Sure,
everybody's on the
right.
good list. Everybody
Okay.
gets a present.
I'm glad we could chat with you and clear some of these mysteries up. It's really nice, and yeah.
So Santa, big trip. Is the sled ready? The reindeer are ready. And are you feeling up to it? 2020, this strange year it's been. Are you ready for Christmas night where you can Christmas
I'm
Eve where you
always
can get
ready.
this present?
Always ready, young Tom. Always ready. This is my one job of the year that I enjoy doing. As soon as Christmas Day comes, I get home, I take off the boots, sit by the fire with Mrs. Claus, drink some eggnog, and relax for about 3 or 4 months. And then we get back into it and get ready for the next Christmas. So I am
next Christmas.
absolutely pumped and ready to go to deliver all the presents around the world.
Absolutely. Well, look, Santa, we know you're busy, so we don't want to keep you for ages, but is there any message you want to pass on to any of the kids out there watching that are waiting for you patiently come visit on Christmas Eve? Is there anything you want to say?
Yes, I'd like to say leave out my cookie and milk or a beer, whatever you want to leave out. Whatever you leave out, I will eat or drink, okay? Cascade Blue is one of my favorites. Love that. Now, also, make sure you leave the carrot out for the reindeer. And I want all you boys and girls to do everything Mummy and Daddy tell you to do, because I am watching and all my elves are watching as well. So I do know if you have been naughty and nice. And like I said, everybody does get a present. But it depends on how well you've been behaved. If you've been well behaved, you'll get a good present. If you haven't, you'll get not such a good present. So be on your best behavior. Do everything Mum and Dad tell you to do. And leave out my milk and cookie and a carrot for the reindeer. And I look forward to coming to your house on Christmas Eve.
Santa, Merry Christmas. And
Merry
thanks
Christmas
so
to you.
much taking time out to do this today. I can't wait to see you. The chimney's a bit small here, so I'll leave the front door unlocked for you, okay?
That's okay. I have a magical key. And young Tom, I look forward to meeting your little bundle of joy next year for the first time as well.
Yeah. Be her first Christmas next year. So, I'm excited. I'm excited for you to be coming back into this house, mate. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful.
It'll bring back the inner child in you.
It will. I can't wait.
It will.
Santa Claus,
Yeah.
we'll let you go. We know how busy you are, but thanks so much for doing this tonight, eh?
No worries. Merry Christmas to one and all, and have a beautiful and safe Christmas.
How good was that?
What a great guy. Santa Claus.
Well, he's
Santa,
going to be a
Santa
pretty
Claus.
good guy, Santa Claus. But when you think of the incredible guest list we've had on Wolfe Pack this year, pretty been bloody cool, hasn't it? Ross Wilson, Jack Jones, Kevin Bloody
Lee Kernigan.
Wilson, Lee
Andrew
Kernigan,
Swift, Brad Cox, Travis Collins, Christy Lamb,
Adam Brand,
Adam Brand. It's been endless. Every Friday night we've done this,
and now Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. So, wonderful. I wish you all a wonderful Christmas and a great New Year. We're going to be back next year. More details to come on that, but just appreciate your support this year, and I appreciate your support with the brand new stubby holders that we just put out. There's the live one. Look at that, and the one of the Ute. Look at that. We've been shipping these out as quick as we can, so it's great to see some people have already got them this week. If you want to put an order in, please do. We'll get them out to you as soon as we possibly can. So. Yeah.
We had a band rehearsal this week. The four of us played together for the first time since March, and that was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Wonderful. Feel like the world's turning again. And, had a great rehearsal, and great to play those songs again, and it blew a few cobwebs out, let me tell you.
It did. I'm glad we had a rehearsal, but it's feeling really good. If you're around in Hobart on the 27th, we'll be at the Botanical Gardens. There it is all there. And I understand it's selling very well, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So
it was, we had a great little media day actually down there the other day with the Blues Brothers, the Blues Brothers Revival. So that was good. We had some TV and stuff. So we look forward to seeing you all there. There's 4 shows over 2 days. I'm doing a Beatles show as well on the 28th. So come one, come all. Let's do some live music. It's going to be great. Right, you want to take us out? You want to take us out for this?
Take us out. I want to say a big thanks to Zach, who is behind the scenes. You don't see him. I'm going to put him up on the screen, Zach, so get ready. Zach's in the wings every week, doing the comments, making sure we're on track and doing everything. It's a lot of work goes into this, so big thanks to Zach. So
and thanks, big thanks to Zach for this year. He's been on the phone to us every day, kept us working, kept us writing when probably could have quite easily just sat at home and done nothing. So 10 out of 10,
cheers,
mate. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
All right. We don't do Christmas songs, but unless they're Neil Diamond versions of Christmas songs.
Okay.
So here we go. Watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making all this, checking it twice. It's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. He knows when you've been sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows when you've been bad or good, so you better be good, better be good, better be good. For goodness sake, yeah, you better not cry, you better not pout, you better not cry, I'm telling you why. Yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you very much, guys. have a bloody amazing Christmas, great New Year, stay safe, and all the best from us. Thanks for the support this year, and we can't wait to see you next year in person and back on Wolfe Pack in some way, shape, or form to be determined. But we'll be back.
Yeah,
with
we
it.
will.
So,
we will. 2021 is going to be a better year for us. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, much love, everybody, and
all
Merry
the best.
Christmas. See you soon.
Take care.